I've been going to, it's called Beauty Lounge Med Spa, which they're some of the best. They really serve some of the greater influencers in the greater influencer area. And Celebrity Nurse V, she's the best. And
you're not going to end up, I didn't respond to you over DMs. I wanted to talk about it. You're not going to end up on botched, right? Like, I want to make sure that we're not doing anything too much.
I don't do anything. I do really non-invasive, right? So they have this thing called Soft Wave, which is like a tightening thing, and they've been doing it on my chest. I think it's working, dear. I'm about to start wearing white again.
I love. You think it's tightening your chest?
Yeah, it's basically like it heats up the tissue under the initial layer of the skin to like promote collagen and to make things like to promote elasticity. And people do it on their face, but you can do it on your body too. All I do is that, and I do like a laser to get off any like pre-cancers or sunspots.
Sounds good to me.
No downtime.
I approve.
And they give me whippets while I'm doing it. It's called nitrous oxide.
Sounds amazing. I'm in.
I'm getting excited because what I have, you can't really fix. You can fix it with surgery, but there's an extreme scar, which is almost worse. The other day, my son was watching a show, and it was like a kid show on Netflix, but they said the word boobies. And I'm like, huh. And I was like, it was like this Australian kid show. And I'm like, oh, you Aussies. It's crazy. It's a continent full of criminals. But it's true. That's where they went. That's where they put them.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, what do I do here? Because normally I would just be like, hey, don't say that word. I didn't even know if he knew what it was. But I like brought him upstairs and I was like, Mom, Max heard a word and I wanted to teach him why it's not really appropriate that we say it. Because I know that it's not that it's such a bad word, but if he said it in front of other adults, they would judge it.
Yeah, they'd be like, who's saying boobies in the home?
Right. And it's a silly word, right? So
it is. It's for sure, boobies.
Yeah, boobies, it's fun.
It's a nice word. It wouldn't be the worst word. Now, if Max is walking around yelling tits,
right? Jugs. My wife goes, that's like a fun, a silly name for like, and my sister-in-law Blake has a baby, Gus, and so she said something to the effect of like, how Blake feeds Gus, and immediately like she brought it down to like a term that's like, I don't know, it like really like humanized it, and it took kind of the novelty out of it, and just like that's a funny name for what Blake has on her body that helps feed Gus, and suddenly it's like, oh well, it's like it's not a novelty anymore. It's just like, oh okay, it's just a human. Okay, I understand. It's part of the human anatomy.
And because she made it normal and serious, he won't use it again.
Right.
He won't use it in a weird context. If you had said, oh, it's a funny word for breasts, then he would have made it funny and used it.
Yeah.
Genius. Paige is a genius.
How did she think of that? So smart.
I don't know. It's really smart. Really smart. Because I definitely would have said, oh, it's just a playful word for, I probably would have said, like, my breasts.
Right. And then their sizes, like your daddy Josh has a B cup depending on where he's at weight-wise.
Yeah. Yeah. And Uncle Ben's strictly at a C.
And Uncle Ben is at a full C, but they're perky.
They're perky. Did you ever have lopsided breasts? One was obviously bigger than the other, right? Do you remember which one was bigger?
Yes, absolutely. It's still the right.
My right is bigger.
Why do you think it's because it's the dominant side?
I'm not sure, but my right breast, like right now, I'm sure if you look in the video, my left is, it's in a good place. I'm in a good place weight-wise where I don't really have tits. Like they're a little bit mellower, but my right is still, you could get like a nice squeeze on the right. The left, it's more of a pinch. And the more weight I gain, the right is significantly larger than the left.
Can I tell you something that I look up to you about? There's videos of you in underwear on Claudia's social media, stretching out her dress for her. Beautiful. The perfect husband. And I think your body is fucking cute. Like you're not a bear, but you're an otter. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yes, I do.
yeah, you're perfect. You're all man. But like to your point, like you want to lose a couple more lbs,
Yes.
and yet you feel like knowing your body's going to be just in underwear on social media. Does it not, like, is there not a wave of fear or insecurity? Like you just feel confident, which you should. I don't know from that.
It's a good question. It definitely took me a long time to feel like that. My wife makes me feel like that though.
Huh.
Like I'm very secure in my relationship, so I don't care. Like I'm losing weight only because I love the way that I look in clothing better when I'm skinnier. And maybe because I'm a little bit healthier. But shirt off, it doesn't matter to me. Once the shirt's off, the shirt's off. I really don't give a shit at all. I don't care at all. Like, I think I look great. Hopefully you think I look great. If you don't think I look great, I'm married and I don't care. Like, you know, like it's not like there just like isn't necessarily a reason to care. But it took me a while to feel that way for sure. And yeah, I'm just happy and confident and I like being silly. That's the me in my underwear. But
I loved it. I mean, I did find it weird that Olivia made it the background on her phone, but to each their own. If you go to like a pool or the beach or whatever and you like throw your shirt off, there's never a second thought. Not that there should be.
No. There used to be. Now there's nothing.
How cool.
There's absolutely nothing.
What a gift.
I think it also came from when I started to hike up my undies, hike up my bathing suits. Like I'm not wearing bathing suits below the belly. I'm not like not on a carnival cruise. Like I'm wearing a size extra and I'm sort of tucking things the way that they should be tucked.
Look, I've got here. Let me hike up mine a little bit before I show off. But like, look, I feel okay. But look, I got my little tiger stripes. I have my genetically modified belly button created in a lab.
But you look great. Look at me. Like yeah, you look great.
Oh,
by the way, if you're not watching on YouTube, you can literally see my whole belly. You should be. Like, I think you look great. We look great. You know how many people are so much fatter than us?
So much fatter.
I'm really not that fat. There are
Not
so
at
many
all.
people that are so fat. These fucking fatties. They should be self-conscious. I'm just kidding.
You know what they should do?
never.
They should start putting Ozempic in the water of cruise ships.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then when people get off, they're going to go, did you notice you lost a couple pounds? And they'll be like, yeah, you know, this is the first time I ever got off of a boat, not 20 pounds heavier. And they'll be
Yes.
like, we've been spiking the water.
I'm honestly in favor of an actual injection when you get on the cruise.
I think it would be fun you turn it into a game. You don't know when it's going to come, and the staff has blow darts. You're at the Baccarat table, all of a sudden, Rick gets one right in the neck.
Yeah. And you see Mary about to get on a slide that she shouldn't be on.
Yeah, I saw Tyrone at the soft serve hit him with 2.
He needed it.
I'm telling you, bro. I think instead of fluoride, we switch out fluoride for sedatives and GLP-1s. The entire country would be happier.
Or maybe even a little vitamin B, vitamin D. Why can't we put vitamin D in the water? Aren't we all vitamin D deficient?
I'll even triple you this. What if every major coffee chain just started serving decaf and didn't tell anyone?
I would love to know what would happen to people.